Welcome to this episode of Best of America by Horseback. I'm Tom Seay. I've been blessed to travel all over America for the past 14 years, bringing you shows of the most beautiful places to see and visit, often by horseback. Of everywhere I've traveled, I've never been to a place more pristine, more beautiful, and so much to offer than the RFD-TV Ranch. We're going to show you the ranch. It's not open to the public as a tourist place, but it's a preserved place for friends and family and guests of RFD-TV to come and visit. We were extremely honored when our viewers were invited to come get a taste of the ranch. They'll be riding horses, they will be driving cattle, cutting cattle, be up on the mesas having breakfast as the sun comes up. The cooking is absolutely exceptional. They'll be experiencing northern New Mexico cuisine, and it's cooked right before you. We'll show you the Hacienda of the Patrick Gosh family. They will be shooting guns, doing trap shooting.
Oh my goodness, you got it.
When I rode from Mexico to Canada, little did I know, we rode right through here. Right on the Santa Fe Trail. They'll be enjoying the history. It just doesn't get any better than being here near Santa Fe at the RFD-TV The Ranch. You stay tuned. We'll be back for this wonderful show.
On this episode of Best of America by Horseback, Tom and Kristen are visiting RFD-TV's The Ranch in Ribera, New Mexico. This nearly 3,000-acre ranch near Santa Fe sits on part of the historic Santa Fe Trail in the Pecos River Valley in the shadow of the towering Row Mesa. Tom Seay was invited to spend time at the ranch with viewers by Patrick Gosh, founder and president of RFD-TV. The ranch is not open to the public, but Patrick has set aside time during the year for special guests and viewers to visit the ranch and experience the area culture, foods, and Western lifestyle that he is preserving on RFD-TV's The Ranch, which includes its own authentic Western town. The Hacienda is a 14,000 square foot Spanish-style straw bale constructed ranch house that is the focal point of the ranch. This private home of the Gotch family was open to our viewers, where they enjoyed freshly prepared authentic northern New Mexico meals each day. The common areas of the library, the living room, and dining room are beautifully decorated in southwestern furnishings and western-style accessories. The towering ceilings hold huge metal chandeliers and warm fireplaces in each room took off the evening chill and provided a nice ambiance during dinner. Although the ranch offers many activities, trail riding was the top of the list for the viewers who joined us. Guests range from experienced riders with their own horses to several who were new to horses and riding, but the ranch easily accommodated each one and made their riding experience top-notch.
What was the most exciting thing you did this weekend?
I think just getting on a horse and learning the basics. Donnie guided me quite a bit. At first, when I went into that little arena, I was kind of nervous. He kind of comforted me to get on a horse.
How many times have you ridden a horse before you'd come out here?
One time.
You have a way of bringing the comfort level up for someone who's new to riding.
Well, it's important to build their confidence. And just like when you're training a horse, you have to have that foundation and somewhere to grow with that. And you can't, just like you can't scare a young horse, you can't scare one of these guests out here either. They have to feel comfortable, and I just try to do my best for them to feel comfortable and safe. And once they feel comfortable, which usually happens in about 5 minutes, hopefully, then we can hit these canyons and hit these pastures and move cattle. But most of the time, as soon as they feel that horse moving underneath them, they get pretty comfortable.
Did I hear you say yesterday, I was worried about this place being a little stuffy?
Boy, all these things come back to haunt me,
Didn't you say that yesterday?
I did say that.
And it came back to bite you, but...
It did.
Was it stuffy here?
Not in the least.
What's Donnie like?
Well, he's a great horseman as well. And to have someone lead this is so important. There are dude ranches where they have people who don't have his kind of experience. So it makes it very safe for everyone, for us who are experienced, as well as the people who aren't experienced.
When you're on your horse just riding here, where's your favorite part of the RFD-TV Ranch?
Probably back in the canyons to the east of the headquarters.
And what's over there?
You just get lost in those canyons, the rocks, and you feel like you're being watched by the wildlife that's back in there. You know, the turkey with a coyote trotting behind your horse. It's just a magical setting back there. This open and these flats out here, it's beautiful too. There's not a bad place to ride.
The trail riding has been amazing. I mean, the trails are great. You know, you have a combination of all kinds of trails. The horses are nice, sure-footed horses. There isn't a bad view anywhere from this place at all. It's been an amazing experience.
Part of the ranch experience included an early morning ride to the top of a small mesa where the ranch staff had breakfast cooking and fresh coffee perking over an open fire. From this spot, you have a 360-degree view of the ranch and valley below.
I've been traveling this country for doing TV for 40 years, traveling this country on the show for 14 years. I have never seen or eaten better food than what you fix. Thank you. Coming up on the mesa, you can smell the potatoes and the onions and peppers. Good. Coming down, it's just great. So what's in this
we make your traditional potatoes, eggs, bacon, sausage, but in a disco is like they call it a discada in Mexico, and it's kind of smorgasbord. You just kind of cook it all separately and then you kind of mix it all together. So this one has jalapenos, some bacon, some potatoes, some onions, some fresh eggs from the chickens here on the ranch, sort of farm to table, if you would. That's the new thing. So this is just kind of a little mixture of all of those things. We have some bizcochitos. Bizcochito is the New Mexico State cookie with a cowboy cookie cutter, just for fun. We have our salsa, diced green chili, our red chili sauce, buttermilk pancakes, and some scrambled eggs, and we'll also be able to do some eggs to order.
I've ridden my horse from Mexico to Canada, from the Atlantic to the Pacific. This part of America really takes you back to Western heritage and lifestyle. And at the RFD-TV Ranch, it doesn't get any better. And the food doesn't get any better. You stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Tom Seay is riding at RFD-TV's The Ranch in north-central New Mexico. This private ranch, owned by Patrick Gotch, founder and president of RFD-TV, was open for a special Best of America by Horseback Week for viewers to join Tom Seay and his crew for an all-inclusive ranch experience. Riding up on the mesa trails provided wonderful views of the entire ranch, including the Grand Hacienda, horse barns, arenas, pastures, and the ranch's own authentic Western town. The Old West town is complete with a marshal's office, general store, saloon, and dance hall, which is a gathering area where visitors can socialize under the watchful eyes of Trigger, Bullet, and Buttermilk. RFD-TV The Ranch is now the permanent home to Roy Rogers and Dale Evans' famous sidekicks. Trigger, known as the smartest horse in the movies, co-starred with Roy Rogers in more than 80 films and over 100 TV episodes, as well as Bullet, their wonder dog.
Brings back some old memories. I used to watch those when I was small.
When you walked in and saw them, what did you think?
You'd think that any minute Roy ought to be coming around there, jumping on old Trigger and taking off, you know.
Yeah, when I walked in there and saw Trigger, I was like, oh my gosh, there he is. I watched him when I was a little girl.
And RFD-TV has preserved them here forever.
Oh, I know. I'm tickled to death to know that they're here.
The Old West town guest accommodations include suites with 2 bedrooms, 2 full baths, a kitchen and living room. Each one is uniquely decorated in southwestern decor. The saloon features the most bedrooms in one structure, which is perfect for groups or large families. The Hacienda has guest room options featuring both king and twin beds. Again, each room is uniquely decorated and includes views of the ranch. Guests can also relax and swim in the beautiful heated outdoor pool. As part of the ranch experience, guests rode with Donnie Imus to look for and gather cattle. It took a while to locate the cattle, who were finally discovered at the far end of the ranch near the buffalo. Riders gathered cattle and drove them through a dense area of juniper trees. Once in the arena, the cattle were tightened up in a small herd, and those wanting to were invited to try their hand at cutting a cow.
We had a rainstorm coming up. Didn't deter you from hopping the horse and cutting cattle today. Tell me about that.
No, it didn't. We rode in the rain with the cows. We went out and got cows up and brought them into the indoor arena and learned how to cut a cow, and it was a great experience.
Guests could not say enough good things about the staff at RFD-TV The Ranch. They are all friendly and accommodating and work hard to make sure each and every guest enjoys their Western experience at the ranch.
This isn't about me and what I want. It's about them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're having a great time. We have some of the guests have their own horses.
It's a pretty nice looking horse right there.
Yeah. And everybody's happy. That's the goal.
You know, I think something you see in the hospitality industry over so many years is when guests arrive and when guests leave. And you see them come in from their hectic, busy life, still scrambling from the travel, you know, cell phones still engaged, still very much on. And at the end of the visit, when they leave on that even keel, you know the staff succeeded in doing what they needed to do. That is the best way to explain hospitality.
The country here is amazing, the people we rode with was amazing, and I just felt at home.
I went up on that mesa and you were cooking the breakfast that morning and everything, and I looked out on the valley and I looked down and I looked at the sky and tears just started coming down. It was so beautiful and so spiritual. This is God's country.
It absolutely is.
When you're riding here, you're taking guests. It's not a job to you, is it?
No, and I was talking about that riding over here for breakfast this morning. Chris, the boy who's here, he's 18 years old, was talking about doing something passionate with his life, you know, something you can enjoy doing it where it doesn't feel like a job. And this, for the past 20 years, has not felt like a job to me. This piece of property is special.
We're at the RFD-TV Ranch, making friends. Isn't that right?
Tom Seay is riding and relaxing with guests at RFD-TV's The Ranch in New Mexico, near Santa Fe. Guests can bring their own horses to the ranch or ride one of the seasoned ranch horses.
You know, when you've ridden the same equine for 20 years, the thought of going out to another ranch, why would I want to go someplace else and ride somebody else's horse? My mule is what I love. This is what I love doing. And when y'all offered up this opportunity, I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. And what I think was the greatest thing was while I was up there, it's terrible. There were a few times I thought Ginger would have loved this, but I didn't. I was happy where I was at the moment. I wasn't wishing I was on her. I was happy. I'm glad I've taken the time to come out here and do this.
Besides trail riding, driving cattle, and learning to cut cattle, other activities at the ranch included live musical entertainment.
Riding the trails of New Mexico, the land that borders my soul. Snow-covered peaks down through sage canyons deep, riding through New Mexico.
Trying your hand at trap and skeet shooting.
All right.
Exploring the ranch on ATVs. Relaxing by the pool, in the Hacienda, or in a rocker by the fire under the stars. Brian Sandoval even showed guests how to make several of the authentic northern New Mexico dishes he served during the week.
Today we're going to be fixing a homemade chile relleno. It's chili season right now, so we started outside with roasting the chilies, and she's going to take that chili after it's peeled, and you're going to fill it with cheese, and you're going to dip it in the batter. That is separated egg from egg whites. You beat it almost like a meringue. He's making that look easy. He's pretty neat at doing it. I'm a lot messier.
The cheese just flows right into it. Absolutely delicious. When you come to the RFD-TV Ranch, it's second to none in everything from the scenery, facilities, and the food.
The food is over the top.
What was the dessert that we had at lunch?
Sopapillas.
Sopapillas. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Freshly made. I saw him roll out the dough.
Yes.
Food's been wonderful. Amazing.
It's authentic in every way.
Oh yeah, all the different chilies that I've been introduced to that I'm not familiar with. The salsas, the roasted chili salsa. Superb.
This is a high-end ranch. It's a beautiful ranch. Everything about it is first class. And the food is first class and everything else. But the people, they're real, and they're real friendly, and it can't do enough for you. One of the highlights has been with Tom and Pat and Kristen. They're the same just at the table as they are on TV. You're not going to see anything different. They're real people.
When Patrick first told us that our guests could come visit here, we all didn't know what to expect. So for the people who were thinking about coming and didn't, what did they miss?
Oh gosh, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I'm glad I took advantage of it. If you haven't been out to the southwest part of our country, it's beautiful. It's a different landscape. The staff here has been very accommodating and just lovely people to hang out with. They're just like friends now.
The trail riding has been amazing. I mean, the trails are great. Horses are nice, sure-footed horses. It's been an amazing experience.
This place is phenomenal. I'm just gifted to be able to be here.
You couldn't ask for a better setting for this ranch, and the facilities are second to none. It's really just a magical, special place.
You can join Tom Seay at RFD-TV The Ranch in 2019 during the weeks of May 18th through the 26th, July 20th through the 28th, and September 28th through October 12th. For more information, log on to their website RFD-TV The Ranch.com or call 575-421-3506.